Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you've been following me for a while, you will know that I sell residential real estate here in Los Angeles, and I have been doing it for over half a decade. But in the last 2.5 years, I've branched out and also built a career speaking and training and coaching realtors across the country and internationally. To this day, I have coached over 2,500 agents. I have met a lot of people at all points in their career. I've met agents that are making 7 figures, and I've met agents that are in their first 3 months of the business. From all of these coaching conversations that I've had over the last 2.5 years, I have realized a trend that I've seen across all agents, and I wanted to share them with you today. And hopefully you can take some advice and throw it into your own business. So with all that said, let's hop into it. One of the first things that I discovered very quickly coaching with agents is that there is not a secret sauce recipe to success. And I honestly think that's a beautiful thing, that there's no one way to succeed in this industry. Every person that I've ever coached that has reached that mark of success, whatever they consider that to be, they've all gone to that point by taking a different path. And I think that really highlights that you as an agent really have control over how you want to build your business. These agents are consistently doing the work, they are consistently showing up, and that is how they've gone to the point that they are. So really dive into what are your skill sets, what are things that you are good at, how do you want to run and build your career, and then lean into that. The second thing that I found very quickly, especially in my line of work, is that social media and building a digital brand has become a huge epidemic in our world, and agents are struggling to adapt. Now, I'm gonna propose this in 2 ways that you can look at this. One, if you're struggling, you are not alone, but you need to catch up. You need to adapt. This is how business is done these days. You go on a listing appointment, they're going to ask you, what are you going to do when it comes to digital marketing and social media? 2, brand development. Your brand is everything. People don't hire you because of your brokerage. People hire you because they want to work with you. And you need to develop your brand, your style, your voice, and who you are, so that when you meet with these people in real life, and they look you up online, they're able to build a very strong perception of who you are in this industry. Now, the other way to look at this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to learn, or if you're naturally good at social media and digital branding, this is something to lean into when it comes to building your clientele. I believe we're in that phase where we have a lot of older agents that have been in the industry for a very long time that have made it work without social media, and they're asking themselves, what's the point? But we're in that phase where we're transitioning out. So at some point in the very near future, that batch of agents, they're gonna get left behind. They're no longer going to be able to compete with the agents today that have made that change and have adapted to how digital our world is. The number 3 thing that I found is that accountability is important for every agent, regardless of where you are in your career. We will all thrive from accountability. Having someone keeping us in check, whether that's having a partner in your office that you can rely on, whether that's hiring a coach, whether that's having a mentor, whether you form a strong connection with your manager, I don't care what it is, but you need some form of accountability. That is the hardest thing about our industry, right? When we're self-employed and we have full 100% control of what we do with our time, it is so easy to take a seat back, not do the things that you should be doing, and then you're going to suffer the consequences. So look for an accountability partner or someone that you can lean into and build that relationship where you can check in on each other. And I think that form of structure is something that we could all benefit from, because right now I know it is a huge problem with almost every agent that I've ever coached with. And that's why I've done so well in the coaching industry. They need someone to push them along. Number 4, too many agents are trying to sell everywhere versus having a specialty. If you sell everywhere, you're now devaluing yourself, versus if you're a specialist in an area, that's where people pay the big bucks. Kind of look at it like this. Who's going to make more money in the medical industry? A spinal surgeon or a general physician? the spinal surgeon, because they have dedicated their life to building an expertise and specialty in something very niche. It's the same thing when it comes to real estate. If you're driving 2 hours away to sell a property, you are being of a disservice to that client, because the reality is you probably don't know that market. You don't know that market like the market that you know, the neighborhood that you live. Figure out your value, figure out your niche, lean into that specialty. You can't please everyone in this industry. You will learn that very quickly if you haven't already. You can't please everyone. So lean into the ones that you connect with. Number 5, this is gonna sound a little weird, but looks have nothing to do with success in this industry. How pretty you are, how handsome you are, this or that, whatever, nobody cares. And I think that's an amazing thing about this industry, because this is about connection, it's about relationships, it's about wealth of knowledge. And some of the most successful people that I've ever met are not the most conventionally attractive people. So I don't want to hear any excuses about any of you saying that you're not glamorous and you're not TV worthy because all you see is selling Sunset or $1 Million Listing, where you have these beautiful people selling multi-million-dollar homes. Your looks are not going to dictate your success. And I do not want to hear excuses about not doing social media videos and not creating social media content because you're hyper fixated on how you look and you're self-conscious. No one cares. And listen, if someone does care, realistically, they're not the client for you. Number 6, too many people forget about their past clients. I talk about this in almost every video, but your sphere, you gotta treat it like a diamond. These are people that have trusted you and worked with you in the past. They are a huge source of future business, referral business. Take care of them, nurture them. Don't forget about them. Lean into those relationships. That is so important. So with that said, I just want to say in summary that all of us agents are all going through very similar struggles. You're not alone. It's those that push through that continue to move forward to success than the ones that kind of fall behind. We are all going through it. We can all use support and accountability. Lean into that in your business, and I promise you things will work out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. If you have any questions or video suggestions, comment them down below, and I'll see you next time.